Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to an episode of Bull Plays. My name is Bull, and we are tackling Star Trek Online. Now, some of you may have seen or may remember I did some Star Trek Online videos a number of years ago, including a couple of tutorials and a walkthrough of some of the first early chapters and stuff. Well, it has now been... God, it's probably been a year and a half since I've played seriously. In that time, they have made a number of changes to the system. They've done some major updates and overhauls to things. So the game is quite a bit different, and they've even made a bunch of significant changes since I seriously played last. I've logged in since they made some of the changes, but nothing major. However, they are currently doing the Star Trek Agents of Yesterday storyline. They did something similar to this a couple years ago when they put in the Delta Quadrant. They upped the level cap to 60 from 50, where it had been since forever. Added a whole new sector to explore, and added a bunch of changes and new stuff to the game. During that event, you could make a Delta Recruit, where you basically played through a special parallel storyline to the main game. And Agents of Yesterday apparently does something similar. I don't know a whole lot about it because I haven't been following the stuff a whole lot, but it just went live, I think, yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. And like I said, I'm kind of going into this blind. It's been forever since I played. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with a lot of the changes they've made. So, I mean, as you can see, I've got a fair number of characters here that I've played over the years. But like I said, I don't necessarily know everything. So we are going to make a character. And this is my 23rd century Starfleet character for the Agents of Yesterday. So we get some options here. As much as I like the female characters, they're very attractive. I am going to play a male character because that's a little more my speed. And I have the options of playing a Andorian, a Tellarite, a Vulcan, or a human. I think I'm going to play a Vulcan. And I'm going to play a Vulcan tactical officer. Oh, that is awesome. In the main game, because the main game takes place post Next Generation, actually it takes place sometime after the last of the movies. So of course the tactical officers are, which are your Starfleet officers and stuff, they're in red, engineering is in yellow, and science remained blue. So that is actually kind of awesome that they kind of tweaked it back to what it was in the original series, where tactical officers were yellow. Which is kind of cool. Although security officers wore red because they were kind of in the engineering department. So there's a little goofiness to it, but that's kind of cool. Appearance. What do I got? What kind of options? I got the original series uniform. I've got the original series dress uniform that I can switch to. My graphics on this computer are turned down a bit, so I do apologize for that. So obviously my character doesn't look nearly as snazzy as the image over here does. I'm not playing on my laptop at the moment, and my PC is much less powerful than the laptop. We're gonna stick with the regular series uniform though. We're gonna go with head. Hats? Kinda... Oh, I know what that is. That's the Vedic head from the... There we go. I'm okay with this. Where is goatee? There we go. We're going to go with a goatee. Let's make it a nice dark color. Because he is apparently a mirror universe. Body. You can do a lot of interesting changes and tweaks to it. I'm going to go ahead and leave him more or less as he is because I'm okay with that. I can do some serious changes to the uniform. Oh, I might go like that. I think I'm going to go that. Give him a rank. Tight, loose, tucked low. Don't have an option for a belt, which kind of sad. I'd like a belt or a sash for him, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and leave him as is, though. So let us go ahead and hit next. Oh, we need a name for this guy. He is a Vulcan. Let's see, Vulcan names. We got Spock, we've got Tuvok. We're going to name him... Oh, was it Sivak was one? So let's go with Bulldrek. That sounds like a good name. And for my first ship name, we're going to go with the USS... let's go with the USS Ohio, since that's where I'm from. And we're not going to bother biography and all that, because, you know, it's all role-playing stuff, and why would we role-play? That's for losers. Alright, I'm loving the aesthetics here, though. Although I kind of wish that screen would have stayed on for a little longer. Alright.
Log, stardate 6147.4. We're orbiting planet Taurus 2 in the Murasaki 312 Nebula. Our orders? Investigate the disappearance of a science vessel in this area. Search and rescue operations are about to commence.
Yeah, see, this is all new. This is a completely different start to the game, so I don't even...
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key to talk with them.
Alright. So, we've got our bridge crew.
To move, use the W, A, S, and D keys.
Captain
to look
Garrett.
around, hold down the right...
Lieutenant, we've located the wreckage of a crashed ship down there. I need to get boots on the ground, find out what's going on. Take a landing party down to the surface. Assess the situation and look for survivors. Not so fast. We can't use the transporters due to atmospheric interference. You'll need to take a shuttlecraft down. Use the sensors to locate a safe landing site.
Oh, that's new. Sounds good to me, sir. Scan surface. Oh, okay. I don't actually get to fly the shuttle. That's a little disappointing. Well, maybe I do. You never know. Alright. Report to Captain.
Did you find a suitable landing area?
Yes, sir. There's a good-sized clearing close to the crash
Excellent.
site.
I've assigned Ensign Mears to your landing party. She's been to Taurus 2 before. Her insight will be quite valuable. Meet up with her and the others in the shuttle bay. Don't forget to grab a phaser in the armory on your way. From what I've read in Jim Kirk's report, Taurus 2 can get a little rough.
Kirk? The Kirk?
Your current tasks will be displayed here.
Yay! Alright. Turbo lift, it is. Agents of yesterday. Ensign Tarsi.
Tarsi, reporting for duty. The captain's asked me to make sure you get back in one piece, and I intend to do just that.
Thanks, Tarsi. What do you know about Taurus 2?
Let's see. M-class planet. Barely. The Taurians are big, primitive, and quick to anger. I'd keep my phaser handy if I were you. Speaking of which, if you want to follow me to the armory, we can make sure your phaser is properly calibrated.
Right. Lead the way, Ensign. Alright. So off we go, following...
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
Stop! Stop! Wow, that's annoying. Alright.
Good shooting, Lieutenant. That should be enough. Unless you want more practice.
Alright. So I guess she's not coming with me. Bummer. Oh, well, nope, she's following. Sweet. Ooh, let's explore. I'm just kind of taking a peek around. I don't have any idea if there's anything. I've read something about there being some little Easter eggy thingies you can find that apparently unlock a trait or something. Ensign Mears.
Ensign Mears, reporting as ordered. I'm ready when you are. Though I can't say I'm happy to see Taurus 2 again.
Why is that, Ensign?
I was one of the so-called Galileo 7, a science team sent to study the Murasaki effect. Our shuttle crashed on Taurus 2. Not all of us made it back to the Enterprise alive.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. You can see why I'm reluctant to return to such a place.
I do, but you're the only one on board with local experience. Your insights will be invaluable.
Yes, of course you're right, Lieutenant. I am a Starfleet officer, and I will perform my duties. You can count on me.
I never doubted it for a second. Okay, maybe a second. Alright. Heading over to one of the old shuttles. And looks like this is maybe my away party? Hard to tell. Oh, I got a bunch of experience points. Did that say Galileo? I couldn't read it. I would hope it doesn't say Galileo. Although maybe Galileo was the... Oh no, Copernicus, okay. That's kind of cool.
Ugh. It's just as grim as I remember it here. My skin is crawling. I can't help but feel like the creatures are out there, watching us, waiting to attack.
Stay alert. They very well could be.
Right. Okay. It appears the ship crashed somewhere north of here. There are 2 paths from here that lead to the crash site, and there may be survivors on both. I recommend you take Alpha Team along the northwestern path, and I'll take Beta to the northeast. We'll rendezvous at the main crash site.
Split the party. Great idea.
Remember, your mini-map shows you where your objective...
Blah, 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 yakety schmackety. Alright, do I got a red shirt with me? I got a red shirt and Ensign Tarsi. Crewman Flores. Crewman Flores, there's every possibility you may not return from this mission.
To sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
Is that a warp nacelle? Wow.
Use the B key to find anomalies.
Ooh, that's a new effect. Maybe because it's an old style tricorder.
Definitely Federation tech here. What's left of a shuttlecraft's coolant assembly, according to my tricorder.
Might be a crashed shuttle nearby. Let's have a look.
There's your crashed shuttle. What's left of it anyway. Look, someone's over there. I think they're hurt.
Let's give them a hand. That shuttle's trashed.
Interactions can be interrupted by movement or combat.
Can I have a word, Lieutenant? Lieutenant, you won't be able to get close enough to revive him while that thing's venting plasma. Those valves should shut down the vents, though.
So, why didn't you shut those valves off? Alright. You're an NPC, I'm a PC, so I'm the only one capable of doing pretty much anything.
Yeah, that doesn't look like,
Thank you.
We need to move. Those things, they're out there.
What things? Where? Yeah, he doesn't look like he's wearing a standard Federation uniform. I wonder if...
Look out!
Oh. Oh, yep. Red shirt down. I'm shocked. Shocked, I say.
What do they feed these things? Never mind.
Apparently, I shot him enough that he's wandering off. Yeah, I'm guessing the good doctor
I'm
here
Dr.
is...
Phineas Grogan, part of a research team studying the Murasaki effect. Well, I was before the ship crashed. I was looking for supplies when that thing roared. Got distracted, and then that plasma coil blew.
You're lucky to be alive.
We should get those supplies back to camp. Dr. Mueller's probably worried sick about it by now.
Agreed. I'll get them. Lead the way. Alright, so we will follow him around and wait to get ambushed. Oh, wait, there's another one.
Am I glad to see you? We thought we were stranded here with those monsters.
We'll have you out of here soon, sir.
Those supplies you brought will come in handy while we wait. Just put them over there for now. You know, I think there's some old phaser rifles in there. Might come in handy against those creatures.
Thanks. We'll have a look. Oh, so we get an upgrade from
There are some
hand.
rifles in that crate. We should show the survivors how to shoot them. I'll set up some targets while you get ready.
A phaser? I've never shot one of these before.
You want me to
Switch
shoot
between two
this?
equipped weapons by pressing...
I love the old sound effects. Oh, I gotta talk to her.
The targets are ready, Lieutenant. Let the survivors start shooting. And give them...
Your weapon has an alternate fire mode.
I get it. That gives me a lot more control.
Wow, thanks. That feels a lot better.
They're right behind me.
Yee. Alright. Well, we got a bunch of these big dudes coming in, so let's deal with them. Deal them with them the Federation way.
The Torians are attacking.
We will shoot them. There we go.
We need to get these people to safety, Lieutenant. The Torians will be back, and in greater numbers.
Agreed. You and Tarsi guard the pass while I get the others into cover. Oh, I missed one. smoke and mirrors.
Lieutenant, we've held them off so far because they're scared of our weapons. But I don't think that'll last much longer. We've got to fall back to the wreckage. I might have an idea.
Hope it's a good one, because I got nothing.
Shut the doors! They're right behind us! Okay. Last time I was here, Commander Scott, electrified the hull of our shuttle. That drove the Taurians off when they tried to break in. Think we can pull something like that off here?
Maybe, if there's enough charge left in the batteries. Oh, here they come. Oh, I love the 1960s effects. That's pretty awesome. That looks just like the original series special effects. Terrible.
You did it! Lieutenant, it worked! Bless you, Scotty, wherever you are. I think we owe you a very nice bottle of scotch.
Indeed. So what happened out here?
The Taurians ambushed us. I managed to escape, but the others... they've been taken. We've got to do something, and fast!
Get the survivors to the shuttle. Tarsi and I will rescue the hostages.
I was thinking, we can use our tricorders to track residual heat signatures left by the Taurians.
Like thermal breadcrumbs, eh? Good thinking. Nope. Oh, we got footprints. That's kind of neat. Alright, so we've got bones! Look at the bones, man! Now we got a big dude. And we've got prisoners. Oh, he's got the Gorn big dude animation. I remember that there was the larger sized Gorn would use
Lieutenant,
that.
We're over here! Help!
They would use that pick up the rock and throw it at you ability.
Thanks for coming back for us, sir. We owe you one. Pretty sure those things were gonna have us for dinner.
Not on my watch. Although, crewman Skial, you may not make it out of here.
The Taurians appear to be in a late Stone Age state of development.
Well, he's a
Now
Vulcan.
isn't the best time for an anthropology lecture, Skial.
Let's see. I need to get out of here, I guess. So that's the question. Does Skial make it out alive? He is wearing red. And that's always dangerous. That little cave makes me nervous. Alright. So we need to go back up over to here.
Am I seeing things? Because those guys picking through the wreckage sure look like Klingons. Just what are Klingons doing on Taurus 2?
Let's find out. Ready phasers, just in case they're not in the mood for questions. Well, I'm guessing that's not in the mood for questions.
Enemies sometimes drop items. An item has dropped for you. Move toward the item.
Alright. Found a
Is that
Klingon.
a Klingon pad? Bring it to me. I have some experience decrypting Klingon data. My diary was harder to decrypt. Sure, Klingons are good at fighting, but computers aren't their strong suit. And voila! One Klingon pad, unlocked and ready for your inspection.
Nice work, Ensign. Let's have a look.
Captain Core, your plan has worked perfectly, sir. Many ships have fallen into our trap. We've snared a few merchant ships and a Starfleet science vessel so far. You'll be pleased to hear that we're picking up a Federation cruiser on long-range sensors. Constitution class. Time to hunt bigger game. Glory to the Empire!
Damn Klingons.
Looks like the Klingons are using both guile and brute force here, Lieutenant. A pretty potent combination. The captain's definitely going to want to hear about this.
Agreed. Alright. Oop, I'm stuck. There we go. Whee!
Let's get back to the shuttle before more of them show up.
Ground combat in this game's not the best, but could be worse. Oh, grenade. You know, where's my backup at? Alright. And how many of these things do I have to wade through? Oh, I guess we're jumping down here. I guess in theory that was a shortcut. Maybe, kinda, sorta. Alright, we got some more dudes. Oh, that's our dudes. Good. Let's talk to her.
We're ready to go when you are. Hope this thing's got enough fuel to get us back to the ship.
That makes two of us. I would hope so. Why would they send us down to the planet without enough
Are
fuel?
you ready to board the shuttle, Lieutenant?
Return to the ship. Well, that would just be ridiculous, sending us down on planet without enough gas. Alright. We're heading back to the ship and docking.
We made it. Never thought I'd be so happy to see a shuttle bay. I admit I had my doubts in the beginning. Didn't think I'd hold it together down there. Every time I heard those things roar. But here I am. Thanks for believing in me.
Couldn't have done it without Jensen, thanks. Or whatever. We've been boarded by Klingons, haven't we?
Bridge to shuttle bay. Please respond. We have some uninvited guests, Lieutenant. We've been boarded. The Klingons have breached the hull on the engineering deck and blocked our access. Since I can't send security in, I need you to secure the deck.
Aye, sir. Recommendations?
Start with the engineering lab. We need to bring our plasma relays back online. After that, secure the armory and main engineering.
We'll handle it, sir. Tarsi, Mears, ready weapons and prepare to repel boarders. And hey, look at that. Scale's still alive. That's a bonus.
I'm remembering an old Earth adage about leaping from frying pans into fires. Your orders, Lieutenant?
Stay here with Tarsi to help this squad. I'll take care of the labs. Alright, I think I'm going this way.
I'll cover you while you clear out the lab, Lieutenant!
Ow. Alright, I'm out of shields, so I need to... Okay. Yeah, it's a little like Halo or something where,
Shut
you know...
down our primary plasma conduits. Get them running, fast.
Your shields go down and you need to kind of wait for them to recharge a little bit. You heal, you also have your health bar in green there, and you heal, but you heal a little slower than your shields recharge.
Plasma conduits reinitialized. Auxiliary power restored. Now clear out that armory.
Watch out! More Klingons!
Ow. Alright. Get this guy.
Great work. Secure engineering next, if you can.
Oh, I don't have to do anything in here. I just need to keep going. Alright.
We've cleared the rest of the deck, Lieutenant.
Well done. You and Tarsi hold here. I'll clear out main engineering. Because apparently, I'm an action hero. Oh, that's a commander.
Bridge to engineering. Please respond. Nice work. Internal sensors showed you have secured the engineering deck. Check the power relays for the weapon systems. Looks like the Klingons fried them during the fight.
On it, sir. Stand by.
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career track. Engineering, science, or tactical.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sometimes it'll be different little mini
Weapon
things
power
you'll need
relays
to
are up
do,
and running. Charge all phaser banks.
depending on your...
I need you on the bridge, Lieutenant.
Depending on your class, so... But we don't need to worry about most of that stuff.
Sir, incoming transmission.
Federation starship, this is Captain Core. Surrender if you must, but I'd rather you fight with honor.
Well, we could fight, but if we do, you're gonna lose. Because, you know,
Good work, Lieutenant.
We have a big
The
PC
Klingons will
hanging
think
over our
twice before
head.
they try to board this ship again. Now take the helm. We need to get to a friendly sector.
Alright, so I'm going to get some experience points, some expertise. Expertise is basically experience points that you can spend for your bridge officers, if I remember right. I'm going to get Tarsi as a bridge officer. Sweet. And then I'm going to get some toys for my ship. So I got Tarsi, and I'm going to take the helm.
Sensors are picking up Klingon power signatures in 2 nearby satellites. I'm thinking they're broadcasting the distress signals that lured in our ships. Bring us in close so we can scan them and find out.
Aye, sir.
Increase your speed using...
Science report coming in now. The satellites are using a triaxilating signal. It's strong enough to cut through the interference and reach ships outside the nebula. Clever. Almost a shame we have to blow them up, isn't it?
Aye, sir. It's a real tragedy.
Use your torpedo to attack enemies who are not shielded.
Nice work. 1 down, 1 to go. Looks like this one is shielded, though.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy.
Alright, so we need to fly a little closer.
Activate full impulse.
Well, I was trying to, and then you interrupted me.
Use your phaser beam to weaken shielded targets. Use your torpedo on an enemy when their shield is down. You must be out of combat to answer the hail. The red...
Can you hear us?
We're under attack by Klingon raiders. Our shields are buckling. Won't last long.
Hold on, Captain. We're on our way.
Hover your mouse over a weapon and its firing arm.
It is unwise to get between a Klingon and his prize, Federation.
Yeah. You're already dead. So quit talking. Well, you went down fast.
Our engines are offline. Could you transfer some energy and get them started again?
Can do, Captain. Stand by.
Thanks for everything. Good luck with the Klingons.
Safe travels, Captain.
Lieutenant, I've made some modifications to our torpedo launcher. I think you'll like the results.
Acknowledged.
Remember that you can activate full impulse by clicking on the arrow. Deactivate full...
Alright, we're going into the green area here.
Activate high-yield torpedo. High-yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack for 30 seconds.
Your head will decorate my bridge.
Alright. Basically, in case you didn't know, you basically have some firing arcs. A little hard to see here. But, for phaser beams, what I've got, the firing arcs are, they're like about 180 around the front and back end of the ship. So if I go sideways enough, I can fire both. The torpedo, on the other hand, has a much narrower targeting range, so I need to kind of face it to fire the torpedo off. This guy's a little deep. Now, we also have shields around all four sides. Those shields will weaken as they take damage. Since this is kind of a tutorial mission, we're not going to take much damage.
Klingon ships detected on long-range sensors, sir.
Really.
Fire!
But that has an effect on them, too. You'll see I'm beating down their shields if you watch around the enemy targeting reticle. You'll see. Yeah, you can see I'm beating down their shields. And then the smartest move is get their shields down almost all the way or all the way, and then turn and fire your torpedoes, especially if you can hit your high yields. And you'll do some massive damage. Yeah, fortunately these guys are pretty weak, so they're not going to be able to do a whole lot to me. But also, at this point, I'm pretty weak too, so these fights take a little while. But something I can do... There we go. Put power to weapons. I forgot about that. You can adjust your power level. You have 4 power levels here, which is weapons, shields, engines, and auxiliary. Auxiliary generally affects science powers. Occasionally some other stuff, but mainly science. Weapons and shields are pretty obvious, and engines. But if you bump up the power to weapons, you'll do much more damage. And I always tend to forget that that's not set, because I just tend to leave it on a lot of my characters. And I tend to forget that new characters and new games don't tend to have that by default.
This is the USS Enterprise. Acknowledge, please.
Uhura! Acknowledge, Enterprise. En route to your position now. Woo, we get to play with the Enterprise. That's always fun.
So, the cub comes to fight beside the wolfie, and now you will die with him as well.
Oh, you think? And you can see with this guy's a little more powerful, so I've actually taken a little bit of damage to my front shields. There's a few different things I can do. One, I can turn so that my other shield, so he's hitting a different shield facing. You can also do a couple of other things. It's been a long time, so I don't remember what button it is, but I know there's one button that's... Oh, I don't have it set up, that's why. There is a button that you can set that will increase power to all shields, or distribute shield power evenly, that's what it's called. And that'll help make sure that your shields
This isn't over,
maintain.
Kirk. I will avenge myself upon you and your lackey.
Thank you for your assistance.
It'll pull a little bit of power for the other shields, and it'll put them towards that one. Thank you for your assistance, Ohio. Sensors indicate there are no enemy vessels remaining in this sector. Our actions today should deter the Klingons from further acts of piracy in the area, though they are often far from logical in such matters. Thanks for the update, Commander. Safe travels, Ohio out.
Looks like we're done here, people. Starfleet Command wants us, and Enterprise, back for a debriefing on this mess. Helm, set a course for Earth Space Dock. Warp Factor 3.
Alright, we warp out. Huzzah! So, alright. We're on an old-timey space dock.
Captain Garrett wants to see you in his office, Lieutenant, but he says to feel free to mingle with the other officers first. I'd take him up on that if I were you. I mean, how often do you get the chance to meet the crew of the Enterprise? The best of the best.
That's actually pretty awesome, because you actually met some of them in some of the earlier missions. You met Spock, you met Scotty, and you met Bones. And I think that was it. Bones, Scotty, Spock. Yeah, I think that was about all you got to meet in the original missions. There was a couple of time travel missions, because it's Star Trek. Of course there are. And then later on, you got to meet a few other characters from some of the other series. I know a bunch of the Voyager characters got put in at one point. So this will be kind of neat. However, I think that's where I'm going to call this video for the day. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I do these videos for my Patreon patrons. These videos are made possible with their generous support. If you're interested in checking out my Patreon, I do these, I do other videos, I do some writing stuff. Check out the link in the description below if you're interested in checking some of that out and supporting me. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time when we continue on with the adventures of the 23rd century Star Trek crew. This will be kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. So, alright, take care.